Hey guys, Edward here from Edward279, the mixed content creator. Oh, the Red Delicious. Notorious for its thick, bitter skin, soft, mealy flesh, and none of the stuff that makes apples like this Gala here so good. But believe it or not, Red Delicious wasn't always the bitter, thick-skinned, and mealy abomination of an apple it has become. And in the past, this apple actually did live up to its name as delicious. So what happened? How did a once sweet, crisp, and delicious apple turn so laughably bad? Watch this video to find it out. The history of the Red Delicious. You see, this variety first started out in Iowa back in the 1870s, where farmer Jesse Hyatt found a rogue apple tree in his orchard. Despite trying to cut the tree down several times, he finally gave up and let the tree grow. Soon finding out that it bore beautiful red and gold streaked apples that were also sweet, crisp, and, well, delicious. The variety was soon named Hawkeye after Hyatt's home state, and soon the president of Stark Brothers would try out the new apple. Finding the new apple absolutely delicious, the Stark Brothers purchased the right from him and named it Stark Delicious. Then, in 1914, after the Golden Delicious got its name, the apple finally received its modern-day name, the Red Delicious. The genetic disaster of the Red Delicious. Unfortunately, with the rise of this cool new apple in the market came a major drawback, one that would end up destroying the fruit's future. Marketing. Apple trees that produced redder fruits like these with more consistent coloring and less striping were favored, as apples like the Red Delicious with consistent coloring were attractive to the human eye and thus more marketable. This sounds harmless, but there's actually a big problem with that. The problem is that the genes that accounted for the variety's great flavor were on the exact same chromosome as the gene coding for its striped skin. So by breeding for more consistent coloring, farmers were also unintentionally destroying the variety's flavor, turning it from a sweet, crisp apple similar to the Gala to a bitter and mealy one. The apple was also bred, intentionally no less, to have thicker skin, which granted it a longer shelf life, which is why the skin of modern-day Red Delicious is so darn thick compared to other apples like this Gala here. Basically, by breeding the apple for aesthetics and a long shelf life, farmers had basically destroyed the flavor and created the apple abomination the Red Delicious is today. Alternatives. Fortunately for all the apple aficionados of the world, there are still plenty of great alternatives to the Red Delicious that also taste really good. I already mentioned the Gala here, but there's also Fuji, Brayburn, Honeycrisp, and Pink Lady, as well as newer apple varieties that are bred to taste great, like Snapdragon, Cosmic Crisp, Wild Twist, Crimson Crisp, and Jazz. All of these varieties are sweet, juicy, and full of flavor, unlike poor Red Delicious who'd given up his flavor just to look good and last long. And for those of you who still like the fruit, I'm not stopping you. If you like Red Delicious, go ahead and enjoy. But the Red Delicious is still arguably the most hated apple variety of all time. So there you have it, the history of the Red Delicious and how this variety went from a sweet, crisp, and juicy apple to a bitter, mealy abomination. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!